Hello.
Okay, yes. Come in. Please, can you activate your video, please?
Yeah, the protest is on to register our grievances to the Benin monarch about land grabbing activities, especially.
Yes, go ahead, Tommy. We can hear you. Go ahead. Okay, I think that we're having some technical glitch there as soon as they come on. Okay, it's all right now. Yes. Can you activate your video, please? Where are we right now?
Yes, we are right here at the Oba's Palace, where the protesters have come to register their grievances against the activities of land grabbers in Edo State. We are now moving to the NUJ Secretariat. From here, we'll be visiting the government house to register our grievances against the activities of land grabbers.
Okay, can you tell us how is the turnout like? The turnout for this particular exercise? Hello. Hello, comrade, can you hear me? Can you hear me by chance? Okay. Yes, Edo people across the world, I mean, you can see live images right now from the protest ground in Benin City. This is a protest against, you know, the excesses and the activities of land grabbing in Edo State, particularly Edo South. Yesterday we had a conference discussion with the organizers of the protest, and of course they did assure us that they've put measures in place to ensure that this protest, is peaceful. And so far from what we've been able to gather, the protesters just left the palace of the Oba of Benin, where they've gone to register their grievances. And let's be reminded, it's important, to put this properly in perspective, that this issue, of land grabbing has actually become a serious menace to the people of Edo State, particularly as identified to the people of Edo South. That is talking of the 7 local government, areas of Edo South. Now, of Edo State. Now, the issue is that a lot of people have been directly and indirectly affected and impacted. Yes, I think we have somebody who wants to talk to us right now. Yes. Comrade, can you activate your audio, please? You are muted. I know we'll be having some network challenges here and there. Can you activate your audio, please? There's so much noise right there, there's no doubt. Yes. What you are seeing right now, okay, is live image, from the protest ground. And I can, from what I'm observing, the protest is widely attended. It's got a number of a lot of people, and I think that's a very good thing, because it's a sign that the entire state, is tired of the menace. As I speak, we are still registering a number of people that have been affected directly by this, issue, and it's essential that government and the authorities of the state check the excesses of the localities, of the hands, of the civilians, all of them. And Edo can actually, witness development. Anyway, I draw people from across the world. This is the Comrade Show. Like I did promise, we're going to take our time to join the protesters on the ground. And that's exactly what we are doing today. The protest is ongoing, it's live. They are marching through areas of, Ring Road right now, areas around GRA right now, and they are proceeding to. There's been so much noise, but of course we did witness, a woman, and a very old woman, a widow, as she said, who equally had something to say about her experience, with the Ohe of Okoromi, and all of that. And so, you see, this issue is a great problem coming together, register their discussion. Okay, this is a people's movement. Okay, and we are telling the people we have elected and those who are living here. Okay.
Thank you, Jay. Settle right now to register our Christian servers here in those states. Using to help economy
Edo people, please bear with us. You know, we are streaming this from Benin City, from Nigeria. Of course, we're having a serious network glitch here and there. Apparently, that is why the video is not very smooth, and of course, the audio appears to be breaking. However, it's essential to to note quickly that this is a protest by Edo people, not just by a segment of society, but by everybody. Okay, against the menace of land grabbing in Edo State. People have different experiences across different communities. Just name it. From Ohoromi to Ogbokonio, from Ogbokonio to Oluku, to Ogbe-Ebuya, everywhere all over Edo State, particularly Edo South, 7 local government areas of the Edo South, is plagued by this menace. And of course, it came to a head when, what's it called? We had a cry of a woman who had put in over 26 years into service, civil service as a teacher. And the only plot of land, like she said in her story, that she was able to acquire, to say, this is what I'm taking out of civil service after 26 years of meritorious service. Okay, she was being oppressed. Half of the land was taken from the 100 by 100. Then the other half, she managed to beat to little level. The Ohe of Koromi came, and of course, what do you have to tell us now? Let me continue. I hope that everybody gets correct. But for the sake of that woman, that the oppression and two people rose in their numbers across different parts, from social media everywhere. People supposed to say, no, this is unacceptable. Okay, it cannot be allowed and all of that. And they went to the back door to settle with the woman. But it's no longer the woman's issue. We are not concerned about that. Okay, what we are concerned now is generally about land grabbing in Edo State. The story is ugly. The story is in fact it's unpalatable. We are willing to ensure that this process is sustained until until the PPP, protection of private property, bill started to know that the government comes into operation. We definitely will not stop until people who have been behind they are brought anyhow, just to keep it going. For those who may not have known, this is a protest rather organized by some Edo youth. But everybody's involved. Youth and everybody's involved right now. I think they are now at the government house. Let's struggle with network problem here. It's important we capture the governor's, the meeting with the governor, you know, accurately. I mean, I want to try to ring, I think it's logged out. Probably it's going to log back in. Well, like I was saying, I think it's imperative that, you know, okay, it's back on. I hope he gets it right now. Comrade.
Yes, we are heading straight to the office of the governor to register our grievances against the activities of land grabbers in Edo State. Just recently recall that the PPP law has been passed. We are saying that it should be implemented. All land grabbers must be sent to jail. They must be made to pay for the untold hardship they've caused for developers, for people who, through their hard-earned income, have been able to secure one property or the other. But the activities of land grabbers, yes, have affected. Anyway, Edo people from across the world, the project is still ongoing.
like we saw earlier, they just left the palace of the Oba of Benin. They are marching now to the governor's house. And from the timetable they gave us yesterday when we spoke with the organizers, from the government house, where they are due to submit letters to the Speaker of the House of Assembly and of course to the governor of Edo State. They are going to move to go and address a national press conference at the office of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ. And like I said earlier, when I was trying to put this, in perspective, it's essential we understand that, if you have not been affected directly by the issue of land grabbing, I tell you that this is a matter that has, frustrated very many people, frustrated families, even led to the untimely death of a number of people, as far as Edo State is concerned. So it is an issue, that we believe very strongly that the government of Edo State needs to, take a very critical look at. And we are happy that the government of Edo State, the governor, amiable governor, has signed the private property protection bill into law. And this one law, that we expect to fish out all the, key players, the actors, the Okayeles, the Ohens, and of course, lead them to the way of prosecution. This is important because right now the people are coming together to say, man, this is what we want. We want to bring to an end anything that has to do with, land grabbing. And again, this is challenge to the House of Assembly of Edo State because there should be enabling laws guiding, the sales and distribution of land in Nigeria, in Edo State. There used to be the Land Use Act. When there was the Land Use Act promulgated by the federal government and it was effective, nobody could lay ownership or claim any land as far as, Nigeria was concerned at the time. So probably we need to come back to that era where enabling laws will be created, where government will solely, be in charge of authorizing sales of land. It's important so that we bring sanity to this particular Department of Land Distribution in Edo State, because again, this is one area we see, as a huge catalyst for change in Edo State if Edo State must move forward. As we speak, there are a number of Edo indigenous across the world who want to come and invest in Edo State, but because of previous experiences or experience of people close to them, they are unable to come to Edo State to come and procure land and of course, erect properties where they can dispense, their business and all of that. And so, this is an age-long challenge to progress and development in Edo State. And the government of Edo State must see it as such. So I'm beginning to deal with it. And we thank God, that the base of dealing with this already established, which is signing into law the private, protection of private property law and all of that. And so it is a right step in the right direction by the young people of Edo State, by the elderly people of Edo State, by the children of Edo State, who are now calling to say it is capital registramente, for the activities of Okayeles and Ohens to continue in Edo State. And of course, it's a direct message to all the people looking around, because there are those others, some of them, like we are beginning to learn, okay, they attach themselves to the palace. They give power to some of these people, and these people go out there, they say they have the palace, the backing of the palace, which is a huge lie. So if there's anybody in the palace of the Oba of Benin who is encouraging this nonsense across Edo State, this warning, we are going to compile names and we are not going to be afraid to mention their names on this platform when the time comes. Somebody yesterday, one of the ladies, one of the organizers said, she's got some names. And I'm going to get close to her to get some of those names. When I get them, we will reveal them to the public because Edo people must understand it is time. Don't look around any institution and begin to perpetuate rubbish, which some people are doing. They do it in government house, they do it in the palaces, they do it around the enoges and the Ojoweres and all of that. They all need to be fished out so that we can put an honest end to this nonsense. Sorry, I lose my voice, but when I just take my CP at the moment, I will try to get them back subsequently. So this is where we are. Let's get back to the protest. I really want to see them to the government house before we take a decision from there. Comrade, can you hear me? Can you activate your audio, please? The nonsense is just too much. Okay, I think they are negotiating the Benin to the government house. Yes, they're already right there in the GROA. I think they are getting close to Sadebia Avenue right now. Let me call Comrade to activate this audio. Let me just give me a ring. I'd like him to activate this audio. I want to hear what the governor is going to say, or whoever is going to speak on behalf of the governor. Hello, Comrade, please activate your audio if you could. Okay.
Yeah, we are here to register our protest against land grabbers in Edo State.
Please, when we get to, you see our company. Not the attitude. Now I'm going to come and say anybody going to say, please let's best in a dose for here. Please, when we get to that place, let's create of black civilization. You understand? So those who want to speak will speak. Everybody will not speak. Everybody behind everybody move now.
The leaders of the protest, they are strategizing, they are moving when they get to the government house. That's what you are doing right now. Remiram, thank you so much for joining. I know you are at work. Pharmacist Remiram, I know you are at work. I want to thank you for being able to still try to just breathe in. The life project is ongoing. We are approaching the other house already. They just have to tell us about Benin. I think it's a good development for this thing.
I can hear you very much, Lamte. I just want to thank you for bringing this life. May God bless you for the good work you are doing. I am also very happy that it will largely peaceful in Nigeria, which was our worry yesterday.
Yes, it is peaceful so far. It is peaceful. But I do think this is a good development for this thing, though. For peace to bring at this What is your general assessment of this protest?
I am very happy, like we talked about yesterday. We were praying that it will not be like that, and so far it's not been. We hope and pray that the government will listen and follow through on the promises they made. Because when this is resolved, and those states finish better for it. I'm so pleased for the citizens that have come out to support this protest. Having a living governor, I know things will happen, and that's what happened very fast. I must thank all the corporate and those who have put their life on the line that is happening today.
And I do think too that the protest is well attended.
Well, I cannot say from the number, but what we are seeing now, I think we can say it's a huge one. The crowd there is very encouraging, and probably maybe these are the protesters. Yes, let us. I'm trying to look at them as well to see what is happening.
Want the message to go to the it's in North Africa. Yes, and the president hello, the mic is very loud. Leader, can you take? If you are talking on behalf of us, it's not a secret discussion. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me very well? Yes. I have been directed by. My name is CSP William Wama. I am here on we can hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. I was told to come and address you. Somebody buy from your leaders. Inside. That is too small.
Not police, it's an insult. I know you. Learned intellectuals are here. We are not the pushers. We are intellectuals. If you are only going, are we not moving? Are we not moving? We are here for a peaceful protest. We want to see the
Hello. Well, Edo people, that's the protesters are right there at the government house. We are observing, we are watching. And the early footage we just saw just now, what happened just now before this glitch. Personally, I don't know, I'll wait to get the entire picture of the situation before I make a statement. But what we just saw just
to give them like 5 minutes to talk to us quietly. If they're not willing to speak, we're going to move. Yes, we have totally agreed. Hello. We will not accept a situation where we say, let's go inside for now. Now, this is a public-oriented move, where we want the law being passed by the Edo State House of Assembly. Every accepted by the top of the state. So what we are crying for now is it should be implemented in now with the experience we've gotten this morning. It therefore means that there are elements that are doing everything humanly possible to frustrate this law. Yes. And that is why on our part we are saying Caputo rejectamento. Now the truth of the matter is simple, excuse me. Okay, good. It's very good. But this, I want to state clearly. What we are agitating for is not for me alone. As we speak, nobody has taken an individual land. As we speak, nobody has taken the individual land. But majority of the door has lost their land. Most especially those at home and in the diaspora. Yes, sir. So at least to some extent, I am speaking for this man who has lost his property as well. That is why we are saying, let us make it clear. Except if we don't want the law to work. Don't you want the law to work? Don't you want the law to work? Anybody found wanting should be stopped together to the rule of law. Thank you very much, Mr. Let me have the right to go. Insulato! And I don't believe anybody has the power to take it. Hello. We are here in Gokta to see our government. We are the people who gave him the power to be our governor. We are the people who voted for him to manage our resources. Therefore, we are here to speak with our governor. Any formula imposed on us, we are not going to agree. We not agree? We not agree? 20 people is not our mission. All we are doing here, we have to press it on transparency. Let all of us talk to the governor, let's do our preparation. Hello? Let Nigeria people! Let Nigeria people! And don't belong to all of us. We must do everything to protect our state. We are starting from the state now. I can show you from tomorrow, the masters will be doing it. We are saying that once you buy land, you will buy your money. You cannot buy land and rebuy land. These parties who are selling now to pay people they are not speaking. And I see no reason why we should allow them to work on the streets without the challenge. That is the reason why we are here. We are waiting for everybody who is speaking here to another room, try to protect him off. Don't be so with us. Don't be so with us. Hello. Please. Differentiate yourself from security agencies. Differentiate yourself from security agencies. Do not rise along with them. Differentiate yourself from men in suits. We are protesters, we are civil Nigerians, we are peaceful and organized Nigerians. Do not associate yourselves with bourgeois. Bourgeois who are aiding and abetting that grabbing. Please. DJ, stimulate the government because we are here to deposit this issue. What are they before? Without the address that the vote. We prefer to vote without the address. I am concluded. I support the government and PDA. Hello. Let me be sincere to all of us. I am the leader. Let me go government. There is nothing big. We are not in ring road. We are not in ring road. We are here. If the government want to come and meet us, they should come and address us here. We trek all the way from ring road. They are not too big to trek from the office and come here. We trek all the way from Museum Ground. They are not too big to trek and come out. It's exercise. Let them work. Let them work. After all, our state resources is in their coffers. So they can withdraw some and walk down here. We don't have a problem. Please, Senator! Please, Senator! Please, Senator! Here our doctor to us here. I tell you that I hear deputy. You have to make the deputy to talk to us here. Again, the deputy.
That's why I'm here. Mr. Officer, he said here, if you're not the land, and he said it, that is why I said, no way, we must collect our land back. We must collect our land back. And secondly, and the same way of the community, you don't allow it to get. So nobody can remove it from the seat. Government cannot stop him from Okadele. But say Obama has given the paper, showing the paper that's giving Obama. We know Obama cannot do that for the paper.
Okay, now, sir, when I don't record this matter, one man said they don't report to Palace. What will be the Palace position on the matter since how many years were they grant?
We are still waiting.
Since how many years?
So over 3 years.
3 years.
He went to what people. He went to what he went to the team. He went to what he went to the team. I'm a trainer, I'm not supposed to let you over.
But if the offer no the coach edition.
Ever said for him to come. He refused to come. He refused to answer the panel. Even AIG is right, he refused to go.
But they say you police the coach.
Even yesterday. They're threatening you. They're threatening and
Big governor Kowaso, big SSG,
big deputy governor, big chief of staff. If not, we are not going inside. If you go inside, we also don't go carry money. We don't want to spell our name. I've got number second. I've got to carry my land. They carry my land for me. They carry my land for Igbo Basuwa. They carry my land. Joshua carry my land. Deputy governor, Joshua carry my land. Give back my land.
Yes. Hello, Edo people. We are still monitoring the situation. They are at the government house right now. From what we can gather, it looks like they are being asked to come into the government house, but the protesters are saying no. They want the governor to come out and meet them at the gates. And we expect the government to do the needful and meet the protesters because, you know, it's only proper, you know, because they are already ready at the government house. So if they are saying they don't want to go into any secret chamber or they don't want to go into anywhere so that they will not be accused of collecting bribe from anybody, I think it's only essential and necessary for the authorities. If the governor cannot come out, let the deputy governor or, you know, even the chief of staff come out and address these protesters. It's essential they do so because this matter right now is a serious matter and everybody needs to take it seriously and all that. And I hope that the government would, you know, definitely do what is right and come out and address these protesters because the protest is not against government. The protest is in support of a bill signed into law by the governor of Edo State to arrest this crisis. And the protesters are saying they want that bill to swing into action immediately, so that perpetrators of evil in Edo State can actually be brought to book. And so we are hoping because the protesters did react when the chief security officer to the government, as I'm sure, came out to try to address them on behalf of the government. And they said they rejected it and asked that the governor should come out and address them, or the deputy governor, or the SSG, or even the chief of staff. Any of these ones can come and address them, and they will listen, not the chief security officer. And I am hoping the needful will be done. We have lost what's it called, connection with them right now. I hope that we can reconnect back to them to know exactly what the state of things are at the moment. Comrade Ramira, you are still there.
I am, my brother Lamte. I'm following with keen attention. Just to support what you said, I have been very happy with the way the protesters have sort of organized themselves. I think, just to re-echo what you said, come at the moment to address them and also solidarize with them, because what they are doing is for the common good of every citizen of Edo State, and also supporting the law that the governor has promulgated recently. It will be for any of the four of the highest echelon of government at the moment in Edo State to come and address the protesters and solidarize with them. That's the least I expected. I hope and pray, like I've always said since yesterday, that this protest should not be hijacked. So far, it has been well conducted. We are getting almost closer to the end of the show. I will be very happy if this continues on in that. And I want to appeal to the protesters to remain resolute and firm in the face of whatever is facing them at the moment.
Comrade Ramiram, are you not worried? Because protests easily get out of hand if the protesters are not getting the right response. Are you not worried that the delay by the government to come and address these protesters may lead to a problem?
I am absolutely worried. I have been worried since yesterday.
Hello, Alpha, you are not connected, man.
I am absolutely worried, Comrade Lamte. I have been worried since yesterday. That's my fear. I understand and I know the Nigeria terrain, how protests are usually hijacked. And the government should not play into the hands of hoodlums. I want to catch up with you.
Please, I want to put you on audio. Please let the world know what the state of the situation right now. Tell us what is happening there, sir. Yeah.
Yes, the governor initially requested for 5 persons to come inside to discuss with him, but the protesters have said no, that he should come and see everyone. So the governor has told the people that in 1 hour's time he will be out to receive the protest from the people.
1 hour time.
Hello.
So how has the people taken the message that the governor is going to come at 1 hour time? How have they received it?
Yes, the people say they say they are ready to wait for the governor whatever time he wants to come out, that we are here waiting for him to come out. That we will not need any person to go inside to see him. That he should come out to see the general protesters.
Thank you very much. But everything is still largely peaceful.
Yes, it's very, very peaceful. It's a very peaceful protest. Initially, we are the palace of the Upper Benin, but nobody was there to receive us. We are right now at the government house. From here, we are heading to the NUJ press center.
So, are you saying that nobody was at the palace of the Upper Benin to receive you people?
Yes, at the time of getting there, they said the secretary to the palace wasn't around. That when we are done with other area, we can come to the Upper Palace. By that time, we will have persons to receive us.
Thank you very much for the information, my brother. Please stay close and keep us posted.
Thank you.
Comrade Iradira, don't go away. Comrade, did you hear that?
Yes, Comrade Lamte, thank you very much. I'm trying to do everything from work. I'm trying to be with you. I heard what our comrade said concerning the governor. I am not happy. I'm slightly disappointed. The governor doesn't need to wait for even a minute to see his people. He doesn't really need to wait for 30 minutes to see anybody. There is no preparation whatsoever. This should just come natural. Your people are in front of you and they want to hear from you. It would have been better if the governor had not said any time and just kept them waiting and come in due course. But I must thank the protesters because I can say they are resolute, they are determined, and they've agreed that they are going to wait for the governor. What more can we ask? Kudos to them. I would expect the governor to see them far less than that 1 hour as promised.
How did you receive the summation, or rather the report, that at the palace, it was reported that nobody was there to receive them? I know you're at work, my brother, sorry to bother you, but this is important.
No, the cause of Edo State and emancipating us is absolutely important. I don't mind. I was surprised, I would say pleasantly surprised, that nobody came out. Maybe the only reason would be that they came to the palace quite early. But be that as it may, it would have been necessary. We don't expect the Royal Majesty to come out. Or at least we expect somebody, one of the palace chiefs, to come out and address them. But that has not happened. We are where we are. Probably maybe they were not contacted, but there isn't enough reason, my brother. But I haven't said that we've gone past that.
Because just over 2 weeks, barely 2 weeks or so, a bit more than that, so people said the bill sent by the governor is to antagonize the Oba of Benin. They led an immediate protest to the palace, and they were received.
I think, Lamte, if you ask me, this is a missed opportunity. It was an open goal for the Royal Majesty, the palace, and even the governor to catch up on this. Because these protesters are not against them, but they are supporting them. It's a clear case of an open goal that has been missed, to be frank. But I must come back to the protesters. I'm so pleased with them. I salute their decorum. I salute their determination. And I salute all that they've given to see that this happened. I still continue to pray that this is not hijacked. I hope the governor will come out very soon to address them so that they can make their way to the NUJ Secretariat. I must also thank you for beaming this live to the world for them to see. Thank you so much, Comrade Lamte.
Thank you, my brother. We allow you, my brother, face your business right now. We will stay very close to this. So, Edo people and Nigerians across the world, let me take this caller. You can call. People can call in. Let's say hello. 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 I think it's a private call. I am a bit. I reserve my comment at the moment. But like us instead, I am not sure I am satisfied. With what is playing out right now. But we are going to try to analyze this at the end of today to know exactly what is happening. Edo people, we must all wake up. We must all wake up. Because the enemies of progress in Edo State, they are far fewer than the rest of us. So there is no way, okay, we have come to this point, we will chicken out. I would say, to be very honest, I hope I will get back to the protesters, I will ring them, and I will insist that they go back to the palace of the Oba Benin to submit their letter. It's important. We'll take it today and let us make that sacrifice. If it's going to take them ice water, I don't mind. Whatever is going to take them to sustain it, I will send money to them to sustain it. So let us know how today is going to play out. The governor of the said it's going to come out in 1 hour time. I find out, I don't know. Well, let's believe that the governor has very strong reasons why the people have got to wait 1 hour before he comes out. But so far, on the face value, this is not the kind of news that people will receive very nicely. But we are glad that the protesters understand and they are willing to wait. And it is good, that, so far, everybody is resolute to ensure that this process is peaceful. This process is going to lead to having a result. And it's important we again put in perspective that this protest that we'll be following since is not against government, but rather supporting the bill, PPP bill signed by government that will protect the issue of land, indiscriminate land, sales and all of that. And of course, bring some sanity to that department so that Edo can, effectively move forward. Okay, and like the reporter told us just now, he said they were asked when they get through to come back to the palace, and probably the secretary or a relevant, person will be on ground to receive the protesters and all of that. Every actor in this matter, must, as far as some of us are concerned, must play honestly. It's important so that we know, we should be able to identify who the true enemies to the Edo people are. So that people don't keep catching on any situation and begin to read unnecessary meanings to them. It's important because at the end of the day, we the Edo people, particularly we the ordinary people, we want Edo to move forward. And whatever this protest is standing for is Edo moving forward. It's exactly what we stand for here, at the level of the Comrade Show. Is what most Edo people in the diaspora stand for. That it is time. Many people in the diaspora, if they tell you their stories, what led them out of Nigeria, you will understand that if Nigeria and Edo State was a better place, half the population you find out now abroad would not be abroad. People would have been happily home, doing their businesses and, of course, contributing to development in Edo State and Nigeria. But many people have different stories. And most of them, you find out that it has to do with the way we are today as a people. The way our own kind of development is, the way our value system has turned, the kind of issues we are confronted with daily. And even while you have this many tens of thousands or even millions of people across different parts of this world from Edo State and Nigeria, there are many more queuing for every opportunity that you have to travel. That is not good. And what we are saying, if our state become a better place for all of us, many of us will retire home. We will retire home and contribute meaningfully to our state and all that. So we must see a genuine interest by the principal actors of states, readiness and willingness to ensure that peace and progress is truly embraced in Edo State. Everybody must play along that path. The youth are waking up right now to say, look, we want peace, we want progress, we want development. The things they are protesting against right now, they don't guarantee peace, they don't guarantee progress, they don't guarantee development. And that is why we are saying it is essential that every actor, every stakeholder play their own roles to ensure that, yes, we bring some level of orderliness to Edo State. There should be law and order in all spheres of human endeavors as far as Edo State is concerned. If that gets done, possibly, just possibly, in a few years, we may start singing a beautiful song. But if it doesn't get done, there's a problem. There is a problem. On that note, my people, I'd like to, log off right now. Hopefully in 1 hour time or less, I will join the protesters. And of course, we'd like to see how this matter ends before we can actually make any judgment or speculation about anything. But at the moment, kudos to the protesters. The protest is peaceful. It is not disrupting anything. And everybody's going about their lawful businesses as they ought to do. So Edo people across the world, we are staying close. We give you up-to-date information as they come. My name is Comrade Lamte Oriaki. It's been the Comrade Show and matters arising from the home front. I'll see you shortly. Please don't go far away. This is the Comrade Show. Bye for now.